Hi class, I'll be working through some homework assignments from Interpreting Graphs. This is topic 1 in our statistics unit. The first question says, a student surveys a few classmates. She asks them, do you prefer smooth or chunky peanut butter? And the results are as followed. And then it's asked us to make a frequency table to summarize the collection of data. The first thing we need to do is count the total number of students. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 students. And then do you see the row right below the gender are the smooth and chunky? So here's how we'll fill this out. If you look at this two-way table below, if it's a boy chose smooth, we'll put that in this first box that I've outlined in green. The word boy and the word smooth intersect. So we have boy smooth, boy smooth, boy smooth, and that is it. That's 3 boys who prefer smooth peanut butter. This cell that I'm outlining in blue represents a boy that likes chunky peanut butter. And right here is a boy, chunky. And right here is a boy who prefers chunky. And that is all. So 2 boys prefer chunky peanut butter. Okay, this box that I'm outlining in red represents a girl who likes smooth peanut butter. There's a girl with smooth and there's a girl with smooth, so that's 2. And then our last box on the two-way table represents a girl who likes chunky peanut butter, and that is 1. And if you add all of those numbers together, you should get back to the 8 students, which we counted at the beginning of the problem. This question is giving data and then asking us to match it to the correct bar graph. It says below are grades in a course and how many students earned each grade. The first question, what percent passed the course with a C or better, means a grade of an A, B, or C. The first thing I want you to do is come up with the total number of students. And in this statistics unit, you can use your calculator. So we'll add these numbers together, 6, 10, 12, 4, and 2 for a total of 34. Okay, next we'll add just the A, B, and C's. Will be 6, 10, and 12. It's 28. To find the percentage, we'll convert the fraction 28 over 34 to a percent. The easiest way to do that is to type in 28 divided by 34 and then multiply that decimal by 100. It does say round to 1 decimal place, and so the answer here is 82.4. You do not have to put the percent symbol because it's already there. Now it says make a bar graph, which because this is on WebAssign, we're really just matching which bar graph corresponds to the data above. There are 6 students who scored an A. If you look at this first choice, it looks like the A is up to a 10, so we're going to mark that off. The second choice to the right, it does say A goes up to 6 students. So does this bottom left one. But do you see the bottom right? A is only up to 2, and so we can eliminate that one. Next, let's go to B. I'm only going to look at these 2 that were correct for A. If you look at the top right, it says B is only up to 4, which that's incorrect because B is 10. So that one is not correct. And the only one that's left, B does equal 10, so that's correct. C does appear to go up to 12, which is correct. D at 4, and F at 2. So this bottom left bar graph is your correct answer. Okay, next, this question we're just practicing making a frequency table from these intervals. It says here's the distances in minutes that students live from school. These values are already in numerical order. It says make a grouped frequency table with intervals of 30 minutes. The intervals are already given to you, 0 to 29 minutes, 30 to 59 minutes, and so on. And so we're just going to split this data and count how many values are in each interval. The first interval is 0 to 29, and 0 to 29 are these numbers. And that's a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we'll put a 9 in the box. The next interval is 30 to 59, which represents that group. There's 6 of those. Next interval is 60 to 89, which is here. There's also 6. The next interval is 90 to 119, which is only 1. 120 to 149 represents these 4. There is not a value that falls between 150 to 179, so we'll put a 0. And there's only 1 remaining value for the 180 to 209. Okay, for this question, It's asking us to look at the data and match which line graph correctly represents the data. Right now, let's just check this first column of 1995. Notice 8th grade is a blue line, 10th grade is a red line, and 12th grade is a purple line. 8th grade is a value 9.3. And do you see this blue line in the top left is much higher than 9.3, so you can mark that one out. Top right, it does appear that the blue line is about 9.3, so this one is okay for 8th grade. Bottom left, the blue line is a little past 15, so that one is not correct. And then the bottom right is correct for the 8th grade. Now let's check the 10th grade. Their percentage is 16.3. 10th grade is the red line. The top right, do you see that it's above 20, which is not correct? The bottom right, it's a little above 15, which is correct. And then let's just check the 12th grade, 21.6, which is where the purple line is about. And so this bottom right line graph is correct. The line plot shows the number of miles each student in Mr. Miller's class rode his or her bike last week. This is a line plot. Every one of those X's represents one student. What is the greatest number of miles any student in the class rode his or her bike last week? And do you see the largest amount of miles is 7? We had 2 students ride their bike 7 miles, and so your answer would be 7. Okay, that is all for this video. Please let me know if you have any questions as you're working through your homework.